edition of the National Football League.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Giants. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in pretty desperate here for a win as they've started the year 0-5.
And it seems way too early to start talking about hot seats. But guess what? When a team is 0-5, people start wondering about their jobs.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing is Hurts. Pushes past him. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
It's a gain of 7.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And an Eagle first down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Hurts going to keep it running right. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. You talk about this Giant defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
3 catches last week. He's got 3 in the first quarter here tonight.
First down, Eagle.
Hurts will find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Here's Hurts to throw. We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. A quick throw here out to Brown. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
A 26-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Leading him out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Ole Miss.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 6. Right back to Tracy. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of a yard.
To throw now, Dart. And that will be incomplete. That throw broken up by the linebacker, Nakobe Dean.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams to defend in the red zone. You see the graphic. He's 2nd in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You talk about this Giant defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the 1st quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he is caught. He'll have the 1st down and more than that. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his 1st touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot in the end zone and made it pay off.
Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Here's Jackson. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, adding some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's 3rd down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. It's complete to Brown, right side. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. With the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Play fake, and here's Dart. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Dart. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. So from the 37, here's 2nd and a yard.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
Eagles 28-yard line.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing, dart, letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal. Running left is Tracy. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants have cut it back within a score. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback. Man open left side is Brown. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
It's second and inches.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Eagles.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Up the middle with Barkley. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. And it's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
First down, Philadelphia.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Here's second and 10. The setup to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. 20. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Barkley, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try to mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Tracy trying the right side, powering forward, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
That's good for a Giants. First down.
Now Dart. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. Cooper DeJean on the cover.
Play action now. Dart. That's complete to Slayton. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
A gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing his Dart. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
It's a gain of 8. And the Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Dart. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. That's caught inside the 20. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
That's good for the Giants. First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Tracy going to get it on 1st down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics, he's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
Throwing is Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
It's third down. And 6 yards to go.
They'll drop to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
First down, Eagles.
Back to throw. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. Hurts sets up to throw it. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down. Raven man in punt formation for the Eagles.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more.
And they caught it up. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
Out of bounds. The offense retains.
To throw is Dart. Left side, he's got Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And the Giants first down.
Out of the gun, here's Dart. That ball caught by Slayton. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The end result, 21 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
To the air again, Dart. Once again, he finds Slayton. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
12 more yards. That's another Giants first down.
On the give, it's Tracy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
And his pass incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Dart. looking for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty. And that forces a fourth down situation. Gano's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. It's Barkley on the counter. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Well, now hang on here because Saquon Barkley is in some discomfort, so we're going to have a pause here for an injury. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And an Eagle 1st down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Hurts to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Smith catches left side. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, you're...
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Possession of the football going back over to the Giants. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And pushes way forward to about the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. Brings up third down.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Giants first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw now, Dart. There's a short one caught by Johnson. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll hand it to Tracy. Gets past one man. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll go again with Tracy. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 56 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, here's Dart. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. Given 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
That's another New York Giants.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Dart once more. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Gano's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he works free. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's second down and 10.
They go play action with Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And he is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Elliott now to add the extra point. And now it's blocked. And the Giants have got it. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
So even when they get a touchdown in this game, which hasn't really been a stellar contest for them, they can't even cap it off and kick the extra point.
Yeah, just not a whole lot going right for them in this game.
I know that when they get into film, this is going to be Exhibit A about how this game went for this team. Oh, we finally score. Can't even kick the extra point.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Dart, and you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the fourth quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing, Dart. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing from the gun here, Dart. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Za'Darius Smith.
It's now 2nd.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now Dart. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Back to throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Throwing his Dart. And he has another first down as they get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. That a nice pickup of 17 yards.
That's another New York Giants. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the run is Tracy. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 12-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
He's taken down at the 10-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd.
They'll try and sneak him here. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down.
And less than a yard.
Gano's kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you could argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still got to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And he'll be tapping just shy of the 25. Eagles offense and A.J. Brown headed back out there. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Yeah, this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from.
Hurts fumbles it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
That takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Now time to see what this offense has left in the tank. Here's Dart. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 1st down Giants on a pickup of 14.
14 yards. That's good for a Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They'll look to throw. That's complete to Slayton. Here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Play action now. Dart. Rolling to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Giants 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's Tracy. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
He'll look to throw. That's to the pylon and incomplete. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll drop the throw. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Gano now to add the extra point. the lead down now to a touchdown. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Eagles offense and the veteran A.J. Brown set to go to work once more. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced arrow. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing is Hurts. Throw out wide is incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. The Giants offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. To throw his dart. And to the 36-yard line. Taken down there after getting 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
He's back to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Just the 1 timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Got his big tight end over the middle, complete.
Giants, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's 1st and goal. Back to throw. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Dart to throw on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Eagles are likely going to win it. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. Now he's loose again. How about this? And down to the 7-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Hurts down to one knee, and that should just about do it. Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for the Eagles, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on